What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So check this out, man. Check this out. I showed you guys. I showed you guys a couple of boxes from Off Grid, including their little hex driver set. This thing's only like 21 bucks on their website. Give it a look. Give it a look. We're gonna get into the flat grind Ridgeback. Oh, I'm excited. And now that I'm starting to feel better, it's time to really start diving into some of the stuff that we have yet to dive into. And today, we're not just diving into, we're diving V2. Oh, so excited. So, you guys remember when I brought you, oh my gosh, I'm going to forget the name. Black Mamba V2. I almost forgot the name. M390 steel. Just a great knife. Snaps open every time. Fan. Freaking. Just overbuilt madness. The Black Mamba V2 is a no joke pocket knife, right? Gets the work done every time. Now, is it my favorite pocket knife from Off Grid? Oh, no, not really, because, the Scorpion Blackout V2, you can see by, like, some of the color fade in this. This is my most used off-grid knife, most carried off-grid knife, by far and away. When they made this Scorpion Blackout V2, M390 steel, you got the carbon fiber, and, like, they just, above and beyond, out of the ballpark, home run. I freaking, and I don't mean, oh yeah, I love this knife, man. No, I love this knife. Like, this is, you want this knife? Come take it out of my cold dead hands type thing, because it will never, like, this is one that I keep. This is a forever knife. It is that good. It is simply awesome. So, how do you take the size of this knife, the hand fitment for us big guys? How do we take something like this in a style that's more similar to this and keep it in the range of awesomeness? Well, you make a box that looks a little bit like this. I know it's backwards, but you see what it says. This is the Viper V2, because the V2 is their high-end stuff, and all of their stuff is working. My begins with an S. I'm brain farting everywhere. But Stinger, my Stinger XL is right over there. That is not a V2 model, but it is dope, and that one will never leave me either. So what you do is you find a way to take two knives like that, two very high-end, awesome pocket knives, and then what you do is you take their M390 from each blade and you smush it into a ball and you roll it up. Do you know what happens when you take M390 and M390 and you mix it together? You get 154 cm. Oh, so check this out. Oh my gosh, the Viper. All right, let's get into some of the stuff. I got a dope. Let's see. The weight is 5.6 ounces. The blade length 3.75 ounces. That is a nice blade. Left right hand carry. It is a ball bearing pivot. It's just awesome. It is a liner lock. It is a flipper. Let's see. It says blade length inches 375, and then it says blade length inches 375. It's the same. Blade width is an inch wide. It's a nice wide blade. You've got a 4 millimeter thick blade, which is just nice. And let's see, you have a Rockwell of 61. You have 154 cm steel. Is that what I said before, or did I brain fart? I don't know. I think I said 154 cm. You have a Tonto blade style, obviously. The color, it's black. The blade finish is the black wash DLC, which is great because when you have the painted on or the sand, what do you call it? The powder coated stuff, it tends to come off a lot with use. this one has been used an incredible amount. Look at that. There's like some fade right there. That's it. That's it. And that's over a year. That's over a year of using that thing a lot. That's I love that knife. So this stuff is great. The edge is plain, the way I like it. The handle length is 4 inches, just great. Handle color is black. It is G10 and yada data data. Whoa! I just looked at the price. I don't know why, but it's only $110. That steel for a V2 model. Usually V2s, their V2 ranges are generally like over $200. This is actually a great price, and it's the first time I've actually looked at the price. That's a great price. So, I mean, we just need to test it because this thing is great. Real quick, we're going to go over some of the ergos. It's awesome. It really is. They have a really great way to take these pocket knives and make them part of your hand. They do a really, really great job with that. All the texturing, wonderful. All the chamfering, wonderful. Everything, they just do such a good job. There's no spine brace right here, which takes away a lot of the weight, so it's really comfortable in the hand. And what it does is almost gives you like a fighting knife style point of balance, because the weight is more forward, where generally on a pocket knife it's the opposite. It gives you like a really nice feeling, like you could actually swing this, even though it's got a stabbing man's tip. But this is also an EDC. So don't think of it as just a self-protection thing, like, oh, this is something I'm going to need at the ATM when Bigfoot comes and robs me. No, you don't. No. This is going to be your EDC. This is like this. You look at it and you think, oh, man, that looks like a nasty fighting knife, a slasher, this and that. I use this for everything. This one looks like it's going to be that same kind of thing, and it does have that armor-piercing point, which is awesome. Just awesome. So you got the nice pocket clip, obviously. It's got their logo on it because that's what belongs there. The knife is just nice. It's really nice in the hand. I really like how they don't over blacken, and so this line separates itself. Look at how crisp that is all the way through the double grind line right there. It's just great. Just great. All right, let's take it outside. All right, so I want to give it a nice sunshine shot because we actually got some sun. We've been having nothing but rain. Check this out, man. This is sweet. If you like really well-built knives, you're going to love this. Now, you'll notice this tooling here. It's not teeth in any way, but it's not just got these sweet little scalloping all the way through, like more than 3/4 of the blade, but it's also got some really nice grip line here dug into it, and I have to say, it's really nice with all this being smooth, and you put your thumb right here. That traction is wonderful. It just digs right in. The flipper acts as a great handguard, and if you needed to do any kind of score cutting where you're doing like peeling some meat or anything like that, like skinning, it's going to be good. Man, this is just super nice. Super nice. And these guys, I say it all the time, they're the brand that does overbuilt knives, and I just say they're built better, and I stand behind that every time I hold one of their knives. It's just built better. These guys know how to build a freaking knife. They know how to build a freaking knife. All right, so let's do some 4-foot gravity drops, and we'll see that bite, especially with that tip. Ooh wee! All right, one more time on that, and you could hear it hit, but that dug in pretty good. The line, I'm in the probably sun, but the line is right there. Do a couple hard downwards. Ooh. Bam, right there. That's where I want it. Oh, golly, that's in there. So, trying to look at the line. The line is right there. So, it actually digs in very, very nicely. I didn't test it. Let's see, I'm kind of without some patches here, but woo! This is why. This is why, because I'm testing some stuff for you. golly, I don't even know if you could see that because of the sun, but it is shave sharp. I mean, shave sharp. That is nice and smooth. But all their knives come that way. They just sell sharp knives. It's what they do. So let's try a straight up push cut on the 1/2-inch nylon rope. If I'm on the bend, that's one thing with a Tonto. It makes it hard to do a push cut because of that little V angle. I'm always like, with a curved blade, you're like this. When you do that on there, you're just getting that one point. So we're gonna take the fuel hose with the nylon infused fuel hose and just give it a nice little cut. Turn that away. Bada boom, bada bing. Holding it from there and letting the tip do the work. It cuts it right open. Let's see if we can't just dice it up a little bit. I'll use just the end. Look at that. Look at that. I know it's hard to see because it's black and in the shadow, but it's just literally making little tiny cuts. Because it's just what it does. It's just what it does. All right, so we got this extension cord. What I want to do is just go around it. I'm trying not to cut through the wire. Let's see. We should have got all the way around, and bam, just like that. Don't call an electrician, call an off-grid. It's just the way to go. Let's see here. And a nice little chop through the wire. Get them all the size you need. Check that out. Man, this thing is sweet, man. Ba-boom. All right. So, we got to put this thing through a tire. This is, I mean, it's got the tip. The tip. Not a tip. It's got the tip. Just dig it straight through. Bam. Oh, man. You know, I used to always just dig straight through. But my man Scabber, Choir Boys Outdoors, he loves to cut through the tire. So I was like, well, let me cut through a tire. And sometimes you're mostly inspired through your friends. I love that guy. All right, so let's come over here. We'll do it together because I brought you. Try the plastic netting. One of my favorites. Oh, wow. All right, so that actually worked out pretty well. Let's see here. Let's see. Am I off the camera? Bam. I mean, just nice. Off grid in the house. So I told you it's an EDC, but I'm not gonna lie to you. If it did come down to being in a tight spot, maybe at an ATM and Bigfoot does come out and try to rob you, I feel pretty confident with this. I really would. The ability to reposition my grip fast and securely so I can get ready. Fallen soldier. All right. It just makes everything so much easier. Let's try and make some kindling here. It's not a camp knife. We're not going to confuse it for a camp knife, but we want to make sure that we can still bang on it and have a safe knife, because you never know when you're going to need to in an emergency. Now, this isn't going to be your everyday action for an everyday carry, is banging through pieces of wood, but you need a knife that you can rely on, so you want to make sure it's reliable. So we're going to do that, because who would we be if we didn't? So we're going to go across the wood this time. Look at that. You know how much torque that puts right here on the knife doing that? It's not good for a knife. It's just not. It's not good. But there is zero, and I mean zero wiggle. It's a liner lock. Did it overpass the no, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. Everything about it. Boom. Boom. I mean, it's perfect. These guys just, they make them better. Let's see. Well, we know we can make kindling. So now what about feathering? Well, edge geometry, edge geometry, edge geometry. Can we feather? Can we make curls? Can we survive? Absolutely. Is it a survival knife? Not by name. Can you survive with it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like six-pack abs. Absolutely. That's how good this is. Just damn. Just damn. This is nice. There we go. Knock down a couple of those. Yeah, so I have to say, it's just another instance. Got a whole bunch of debris in there where Off Grid thought, what can we do to make the next great pocket knife? And just do what we always do. Make the next great pocket knife. They seem to find a way to do it every time. When that Stinger XL came out, whew, I was so excited. I was so excited. That's one of the first times I actually reached out to a company and said, I need to test that. I need it. And they obliged. And that thing is ridiculous. Check the Stinger XL out. Great knife. But this right here, ooh, man, I can't believe the price on this. $110. Get out. Get out. That is a crazy good value. So the Viper V2, I gotta say, this thing is nice. This thing is really, really nice. Banging on it, it's dead center. I don't know if it'll pop. It'll pop. This is just crazy sweet, man. This is crazy sweet. So get over to Off Grid Knives. I'm actually gonna put a link down below. That means lower than this video. And I'll put a link to their webpage and to this knife specifically, so you can check it out. But awesome, 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 awesome. Whew. Hi, I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.